never done something just because you already started. For example, finishing a boring movie or TV show you didn't like, just because you have already spent time on it. This is called the sunk, and today I'll share how it has impacted my life. I'll also talk about how to distinguish between facing challenges on the way to your dream and facing into sunk cost trap. Sunk costs are time, money, effort you have already invested and you can't go back. Often we are afraid to stop and start something new because it feels like everything we have invested will be wasted. So we keep pouring in more resources simply because we can't reclaim what we already spent. I don't like TV shows. One of the reasons is that I used to force myself to finish them, even if I enjoyed only first episode and didn't like anything else afterward. I can tell you don't like it, so why are you still torturing yourself? One of the EXO members is on it. And that's it? Yes. But you won't be any less of a fan if you don't finish a show you don't like. You're right. But I'll finish this episode. If I started a show for some silly reason, like a familiar actor or great theme song, I felt obligated to finish it to achieve a sense of closure. But in the end, I wouldn't even follow the plot properly. I'd zone out, and by the final, I'd barely remember how it all started. Basically, I was just wasting time because I regretted the hours I'd already spent. But shows are only half of the trouble. We are talking about few hours, days, or weeks. But what about things we invest years into? Like studying for a career we no longer want. Imagine you watched a show about detectives, doctors, astronauts, or police officers and decided to become one of them, enrolling in a program for that profession. That's exactly what I did. The problem was that TV shows makes everything looks glamorous, and I didn't know much about a real job when I applied. For 6 months I was stuck in a dream world, imagining myself as that cool main character. But then I realized reality was very different from what I had pictured. By the first year I was already sure that, diploma or not, I wouldn't pursue this career. Paradoxically, I started well and enjoyed the theory, but when it came to a practice in specialized facilities, I felt like I'm not belong here. I wanted to drop out, but my mom said, "But you already started, so you must finish, plus some diploma won't hurt." And my homeroom teacher would never have let me go since I was a great class president. And honestly, I really enjoyed being the class president. So I stayed. By the end of the last class, I was even more certain that it would be better for everyone if I didn't pursue that profession. In the end, I got the diploma, which now just gathered just in a box. But later, I found myself in something I truly enjoy and excellent at: teaching English. Even back in college, I used to help my classmates understand material before tests, and I was good at it. I even enjoyed it. But remember, there's a big difference between overcoming challenges for your dream and being afraid to admit it's time to move on. Here's an important distinction. Overcoming challenges for your dream means that despite setbacks, you still feel inspired and want to keep going, or at least want to be where you're headed. For many times I felt tired and wanted to quit learning English, but I kept remembering myself that I wanted to watch English-speaking vloggers without subtitles and one day talk to my idols in their native language. For me as a teenager, that was quite the goal. The sunk cost, on the other hand, is when you keep going because you're afraid to stop, and because you invest so much time, money and other, but there's no real purpose anymore, and you don't want to be where you're headed. You can even be good at it like I was in college, but you might not be happy deceiving yourself while longing for something else entirely. Sometimes stopping isn't giving up, it's choosing yourself. Share your stories in the comments below, I'm sure it will help many people. And I'll see you in the next or previous video. Bye bye, see you later!